Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Oleksandra Tomashevska and I'm a professional tax advisor in Ukraine. Today we're going to talk about how to open an account for your company in Ukraine, in Ukrainian bank first of all. So you have to understand that the personal presence of the director of your company is required. That's the obligation. You must, if you're a director, you must visit the bank personally, because during the opening the account, bank is verifying and identifying the client, and there are some suspicious thing can happen according to financial monitoring procedures. So the personal presence is the first moment. Some banks can offer you, for example, you can send all your documents, the registration documents, the order to appoint the director, the protocol, and the passport and tax ID of directors and owners of the company. You can send it by email, for example, and bank will do all these procedures themselves, and then they can just tell you that okay, you can come to open an account. But if it's the opposite, you can visit the bank, you can fill out all the documentation, all the forms, all the cards with the samples of your signature if you are the director of the company. So they will get all the information. Then you can be, for example, refused to open the bank account. But it's not that difficult. I mean, if your documents are fine, if everything is clear, there is no connection with some country, aggressors country, or money laundering stuff. So if there are no risks, if everything is transparent, I can say that the opening of bank account, the procedures take 1 day, for example. Of course, you will get an access to your bank account online with a digital key. Of course, it's possible in Ukraine. If you have more than one person who's responsible for payments, there are several persons they have to visit the bank, because verifying and identifying these procedures are requirements for every person who's in charge of the bank account of payments. So that's not that difficult. It's pretty easy to open bank account in Ukraine. But what about foreign banks, for example? Can Ukrainian company have a foreign account and for example, in USA bank? I don't know. Or for not even a bank, you can use the financial companies, kind of this stuff. So in reality, it's more complicated. Usually Ukrainian companies have accounts in Ukrainian banks, and it was not so far, because many years ago we had some restrictions. Our companies, it wasn't allowed to open the accounts abroad. Supposed to be some kind of license. It's done. This procedure doesn't exist. But to open an account in financial fintech, some kind of this technology companies, it's not correct, because Ukrainian tax inspection has to get all the information about all your bank accounts. If they will visit you 1 day, I hope no, but everything is possible. So you have to show all the documents, and I can say there is no prohibited, but I think there are some necessary steps to inform the tax inspection that you have an account abroad. So I can say that's not common. I'm sure that's possible, but it's not common in Ukraine to have account not in a bank. you know, but still. So next time we will talk about tax year, and we will talk about necessary reports for the company in Ukraine. See you soon. That was Oleksandra Tomashevska.